everyone, welcome back to Frenchies Bakery. Today we are going to be making some French macarons. Yes, they are called macarons, not macaroons. So many people get that confused and it's a big pet peeve of mine because they are macarons. A macaroon is actually a chewy coconut cookie and a macaron is a French cookie. It's a little bit harder and they also come in a million different flavors and colors. So they are very different. So make sure that you are calling them macarons and not macaroons. There's your lesson for the day. Also how to make them. So I think we should definitely get started on it because I'm definitely ready to eat them. The first thing you're going to want to do is measure out 3 egg whites and let them sit for about 20 minutes just to get to room temperature. And we will measure the other ingredients while we wait for those to come to room temperature. Next, we are going to measure out our dry ingredients. So you're going to need a large bowl along with a sieve. And we are going to measure out 1 3/4 cups of powdered sugar along with 1 cup of almond flour. And then we're just going to sift this. And you definitely don't want to skip this step because if you have any big pieces of flour, it's going to make the top of the cookie look very grainy and bumpy. So you definitely want to do this step. Now that our eggs have come to room temperature, we are going to whisk them on medium speed until they become light and frothy. Once your egg whites look like this with a bunch of bubbles, you're going to add in your 1/4 cup of sugar very gradually until you get stiff peaks in the egg. Once your eggs are at a stiff peak, this is the time to add in the flavoring. Usually people just add vanilla extract, but mine are actually going to be peppermint flavored. So I'm just gonna add in about a 1/2 teaspoon of peppermint extract. And then I'm going to dye them green. You should use a gel food coloring rather than a liquid food coloring because that will make the batter way too runny. So make sure that you use some gel food coloring. All right, once you added all of the flavorings and the color to your egg whites and they're at a stiff peak, we're going to add in the dry ingredients. So we're gonna do that 1/3 cup at a time and then we're just going to fold it in with a rubber spatula. Once everything is fully incorporated and you can't see any more flour, you know that your batter is done. So I'm going to put this in a large piping bag and then we will move on to the next step. Under my parchment paper, I do have a template, so everything is the same exact size and shape. You guys can find these anywhere on the internet and just print them off for free. I think my chef printed it off for me, but they're so easy to find and you can just print them off. So you're just going to do a little dollop on the parchment paper and just continue to do this step until all of the circles are filled. Once you have all of them piped out, you are then going to bang your tray on each side. So you're gonna bang it 4 times as hard as you possibly can, just so the air bubbles all pop. And then we're going to pull out our little template and we are going to let them sit for about 30 minutes to an hour until they form a skin on them. And then we are going to pop them into a 300-degree oven for about 14 minutes. Now that our macarons have baked in the oven for about 14 minutes, we're going to place the filling on top of the bottom of the cookie. I have some ganache here and some buttercream, and I'm going to do some with ganache and some with buttercream, just because chocolate obviously goes great with peppermint, but I also love the taste of buttercream with the macarons. So you're just going to put your piping bag right in the center of the cookie and do a burst of pressure and then release. And then you're going to do the same exact thing with the chocolate ganache. And then we are going to place the cookie right on top and wiggle it so the filling smushes out on the sides, like so. All right guys, I'm going to finish piping the rest of my cookies. I do recommend that you wait at least 24 hours before you eat your macarons. They do say that the flavor gets better after 24 hours. I don't know why, but trust me, it really does get better. I hope you guys really enjoy these cookies. They're super unique and they have an awesome flavor and a really good crunch to them. This was a really fun video to make. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye.